Damn it, not again. The Xbox Series S is a great option for people who want to get into next-gen gaming without the hassle of waiting for the elusive Series X console to become more readily available in stores. I picked mine up back in May, and I've been more than happy with it ever since. That is, until I started buying and installing more games that are optimized for next-gen play. As more of these games are becoming available, I've discovered what is potentially the most annoying thing about my entry-level next-gen console. Welcome back to No Time Gamer, the channel helping your gaming sessions be time well spent. There is now an abundance of titles, both old and new, that are optimized for the Series S and X. Everything from a couple of our old favorites like Forza Horizon 4 and Halo MCC to brand new titles like Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood and F1 2021 to name a couple. This surely sounds like something I should be excited about, but the more optimized games I download, the less happy I become. Why? The storage capacity of my Series S is abysmal. To be fair, I thought I knew what I was getting into when I bought the console. It had about the same theoretical capacity as my original Xbox One at 512 gigabytes, but I picked up a 4TB external hard drive to support my huge backlog of games. I thought I'd never run into an issue with my shiny new console, and this was true to an extent until I started building my library of next-gen optimized games. Because these games need the performance of the solid-state drive, they can only be played from the internal storage or Seagate's 1TB Xbox expansion card. The internal drive only offers 364 gigs of usable space, which amounts to around 4 games, maybe 6 if I've chosen to play smaller titles. The point is that this is just not enough. I've already had to make choices on which games I want to play right now and uninstall some others to make room for them. There are 3 staples that will not be uninstalled from my internal storage anytime in the near future: F1 2021, Forza Horizon 4, and Halo MCC, which all add up to roughly 325 gigs by themselves, which means I only have about 39 gigabytes to play with for other new titles. Are you kidding me? Not only does this mean I can't install any of the other AAA titles I got my hands on this year, but it's barely enough for a couple of the many smaller titles from Game Pass that I'd like to play on the regular. It's worth mentioning that you can still store these optimized games on any external storage drive, but you just can't play them from there, since Xbox allows you to transfer games from external drives to the internal drive and vice versa in the background. It's possible to keep the games downloaded and ready to swap if you have an external drive to use. This is handy in case you have a subpar internet connection or a data cap to worry about. But it also needs to be said that the transfer speed you'll experience while moving games between drives is painfully slow, so don't plan on swapping games around quickly right before you're ready to play. I'm sure you're thinking that the easiest workaround would be to pick up the Seagate expansion card for a whopping $220, but in my mind I just can't justify that. That would mean I will have spent more on a livable Series S than a brand new Series X for barely more storage than the flagship console has to offer without an expansion card. I don't know if there will ever be a better way around this problem, as USB speeds just aren't enough to support next-gen features. So for now, I guess I'll just have to continue living in conflicted bliss with my Series S's great features and lack of storage space.